You will not be able to ace a biology paper 1 until you fully understand the digestive system, because it is genuinely on there every single year. Save this video so you can watch it before your exam. Let's tell you everything you need to know. Right, first, there's your mouth. In your mouth, amylase in the salivary glands is released, and that enzyme will digest starch into sugar, into glucose. Next, we will go down your food pipe to your stomach. That is the esophagus, which is the name of the food pipe, okay? And then down at your stomach, that is where stomach acid is. Stomach acid, hydrochloric acid, has a very strong pH. Chemical digestion gets going. Churning of your stomach makes it do some mechanical digestion as well, and also the enzyme protease is added in your stomach too to digest those proteins and break them down into amino acids. Then the food moves to your small intestine. Now that we've digested and broken down that big food stuff into much smaller things ready to be absorbed, we can get going with the absorption, and that's the purpose of your intestines. The small intestine does the food stuff and absorbs that, and the large intestine does the water. Also in your small intestine, there will be an enzyme lipase, which is added, as well as bile. These things come from separate organs. Let's quickly talk about those. Bile is made in your liver, and it's then stored in your gallbladder. And bile has two very important jobs. It neutralizes the stomach acid, since only your stomach is adapted to withstand those acidic conditions. Also, we don't want acidic conditions in your small intestine, because the enzymes that act in your small intestine, including lipase, they prefer more alkaline conditions. So we need to make sure that acid is neutralized. So the bile, which is made in your liver, stored in your gallbladder, has two jobs: neutralize the stomach acid and also emulsify fats. The word emulsify means break a large lump into lots of small droplets, effectively increasing the surface area for the enzyme lipase to act to help to digest those fats. So bile really does help with the fat digestion. So yes, in your small intestine, all that food is now being absorbed into your blood. And remember, in your small intestine as well, you need to know a bit more about the structure. There are villi and microvilli, those little finger-like projections, giving it a much larger surface area for absorption, making diffusion much more rapid. Another couple of quick adaptations whilst we're here: very good blood supply, maintaining that good steep concentration gradient. Also, their walls of the villi, they are 1 cell thick, so it's a very short diffusion distance for those food molecules to move from inside your small intestine into the blood where they're going. Okay, great. So we've absorbed all the food in the small intestine. We're now ready to absorb all the water that we need in your large intestine. And then from your large intestine to where the poo is stored, the feces, it's stored in the rectum, and then out the exit, the anus. And a bish bash bosh, the digestive enzymes to remember: speed run. There's amylase, protease, lipase. Amylase, protease and lipase are all released in two places: the small intestine and the pancreas. Then there's an extra one for amylase, which we mentioned, the salivary glands, and there's also an extra one for protease.